Hi, it's Andrew here from Underground Training, and I just want to do a quick reaction video to a video that's been sent around everywhere, and I know this has been sent to me. So this is from Tommy the Cowboy. This is his reaction video to this viral video of this lady that's gone around. Tommy's video pretty much sums up what everybody within the industry is thinking. I just wanted to give you a bit of a perspective on what the bosses are thinking and how this actually works in the underground side of things. So in the underground side of things, safety and training, you need to be able to do the jobs as well as have the qualifications. So you need the Cert 4 in training and assessing, and you need the Cert 4 in OH&S. But you also need the practical experience in the job. So generally speaking, they like you to have a couple of years experience underground before they'll move you into safety and training. From a boss's perspective, I think the first thing that everybody is asking is this person on my site? And that would be the first thing that I would be asking. And if this person was on my site, they wouldn't be on my site for very long, because they are in a video admitting that they've got no idea of what they're talking about. With everything that we do in mining, especially in the production mining side of things, it's all under duty of care. And you have a duty of care with the people that you hire, with the people that you know that are in jobs, with all that sort of stuff. And so with safety and training, there are incidences where people do get sent out, and I've got a couple of examples that I'm going to go through that's happened to me over the years, where somebody like this has been sent out by corporate, and corporate does get involved when there is a big boom on. But what you've got to remember with the way the mines regs are set up around the country, and you can have a look at on our page here what mining qualifications are, it's the onus is on all the owners of the mine to have everything done on the mine site. So that's why they're looking for people like this to come on the mine site and do a whole heap of paperwork, because in the middle of a boom, safety and training don't do a lot of training, they do a lot of paperwork, and they end up getting a buddy to show you how to do the job. I've had a number of instances where we've had corporate send people like that up to site with degrees and no experience to help out with paperwork. It never ends well. Once they find out that the person's got no practical experience, it basically leaves everybody in the lurch, because if there's an incident and it goes back and this person's signature is on the paperwork that signed the person off that said they were competent, where does that leave the company? Where does that leave all the insurances? Where does that leave everything? It just leaves it all up the shit. And so I've had a couple of experiences where people have turned up like this. The first time was way back in the day, and the jumbo operator basically told the guy to fuck off. He said, all right, I'm going to go up to management and report you. And the jumbo operator said, if I see you when I get up there, I'm going to belt you. And apparently he got up the top, told the mine manager, and the mine manager basically said to him, well, it's probably a good idea if you're not here anymore. And we never saw the guy again. So I've got another incident that happened about a decade later. We had somebody pretty much the same as this person pitch up. They decided that they were going to review all the procedures, and they were going to come down and have a chat to the jumbo operator and make sure that he was operating the jumbo properly. Jumbo operator got the shits with it, told her that if she wanted to show him how to do the job, there were the levers there. He was going to jump in the ute and go upstairs. He did that. He went upstairs. The mine superintendent clocked that the jumbo operator was upstairs. It was like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, she's down there telling me what to do, so you can either have her or me. And so he jumped all with his gear on, which was really unusual to see him down the hole. He was really good at what he did, but it was very unusual to see him down the hole. So if you clocked him down the hole, you knew there was some shit going on. Apparently he got down there and she was playing around with the jumbo. He sacked her on the spot because she didn't have a ticket for the jumbo. Jumbo operator went back to work and we never saw her again. She was sent in by corporate as well, because at that stage we're in the middle of a big nickel boom and we didn't have enough people to do training. So corporate thought anybody would be good enough, and that's the problem. Anybody's not good enough with these roles. You have to have people with experience. Otherwise, their signature's not worth a pinch of shit. If they find out once you get signed off by somebody like this with no experience that they've got no experience, how are they supposed to have trained you properly to start with? It just doesn't make any sense. So this viral video, everybody will have seen, and they all go around, and this is the reason why we tell you not to make videos, because everybody watches these videos. Nobody really makes them because people get into trouble for them. And like I said at the start of the video, if I was the boss and I saw this video, my first priority would be to make sure this person's not working on my mine site. And if I did find out that this person's working on my mine site, then I'd want this person off my mine site as soon as possible, because you just can't have that stuff going around. And anything that she's done on the mine site and anything that she signed off on needs to be voided, and somebody with actual experience needs to come back through and make sure it's all done correctly. Because you can't have a video like this going around of a person saying, I got this really fancy job and I've got no experience, because that's basically what's happened here. So if you're trying to get into the industry, make sure you understand exactly what's going on. You can do that using our website, undergroundtraining.com.au. There's a lot of information here in the new starters column. But yeah, this person here has just committed career suicide with the video. It just stuns me that she's actually done that. But I hope you found that information helpful. This isn't the norm. This is, something that happens when we're in a boom and they're just desperate for people because they don't have enough safety and training around to do all the paperwork. But like I said, as soon as she's admitted on camera that she's got no idea what she's doing, she's completely useless to the mine site, because everything that she's done is going to be voided, or it needs to be voided, because that won't stand up in a court of law if something goes wrong. Everybody that she's worked with has just been thrown under the bus. Again, I just want to give a shout out to Tommy, the cowboy, who did a really good video that I suggest you go and watch about this. He pretty much sums up everybody's views on it all. And if you're trying to get into the industry, the easiest way in is to educate yourself, learn how it all works. That's what they want. If you can talk to them about refuge chambers and stench gas and cap lamp signals and tell them what a heading and what a stope is, just put you 6 to 8 weeks ahead of everybody else, and that's how you're going to get your mining job. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick reaction video on that. And if you want to have a chat to somebody about how it all works, phone numbers at the end of the video.